What's going on, Fabian? Hope all is well. All right, so looks like you've pretty much isolated and narrowed down your product. Looks like you're ready to go. You may have even already placed your order. Hopefully not yet, because before you do that, you want to create your listing. So we're on phase 4, and in phase 4, I'm going to show you how to create your listing and do that fast so that that listing is, you know, live, not live, but it's built, and then how to actually optimize everything about your listing. So in a series of the next 5 or 6 videos I'm going to do for you, they're all fairly, between 10 and 30 minutes in length. I'm going to show you how to create the listing, and then how to, well, we'll go over photos again and what kind of photos and sequence of photos work the best. Then we'll go over bullet points. Actually, we'll go over listing title and my strategy of building the best listing title that you can build. And then we'll go over bullet points or sales points, selling points of a listing, and how I construct that. And then we'll include description building and HTML that you can do in your description. Very simplified video there. And then we will go over search terms on your back end and developing your back end of your listing as well. So I'll split all those videos up, and then we will you can go over any of that stuff that you need to, but you can get started on building your listing and optimizing it. And ultimately, once it's live and products arriving at Amazon, we'll want to tweak and constantly stay on top of that listing and improve it and do things like split testing, so that you have a listing that is ultimately self-managed. So let's get right into it. First things first, you're going to need to create a listing, and before you order your product, you're going to want to make sure that you can sell the product that you're trying to sell. So you're trying to sell the lapel mic, and so let's head to your Seller Central account, open that up. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to jump on to catalog, and you're going to add a product. Now, because your product doesn't exist on Amazon, you're going to create a new product for Amazon's catalog. So here you can search products that exist on Amazon. We don't want to do that. We want to create a new product listing. Click on that button. So now you can either do one of two things. You can find the product you're adding. It may already exist on Amazon. We don't want to do that. We know your product does not exist on Amazon. So you have to give your product a classification. And so a classification is essentially where it ends up. So we know the primary category is electronics, or it could be music. So you have an option of 2 different categories, and then, family tree it down to where it lands on classification. So 2 ways to figure that out. One, you can kind of just go, okay, well, let's check electronics. So you go to electronics, and then you can say, okay, is it accessories? Is it camera? And you can go through all of these different things and guess, or you can go to Amazon.ca. You can then go lapel mic, scroll down to their description, product, choose a product, click on a sponsored listing so that you charge these guys a PPC, a pay per click. We just clicked, so he has to now pay $1 for that click. So then you go down to product information, and right here will show you where this product is located. Now, what I like to do, so we got musical instruments, stage studio, microphones, microphone accessories, mounts. What I like to do is I like to go back one, quickly do a jungle scout on it, and see what categories they're putting them in. So for the most part, we got musical instruments. There are some that are putting it in electronics. So let's see where they're putting it when it comes to electronics. We'll click on his listing and we'll go over to product details. And in electronics, he likes to go to, he's number 4 in electronics under microphones. So there's a great location. Electronics, camera, photo, video, professional video accessories, and then microphones. He's number 35 on this subcategory classification under camcorder and video accessories. Okay. We can go to another listing. Let's check another high seller. So let's check this guy right here. We'll see where he's located. Okay, he's number 2 in musical instruments, and then he's got another completely different wireless microphones and systems. Number 7 musical instruments under studio recording. Number 9 music. So he's got multiple ones. So you can either classify it in musical instruments, or you can go to electronics, whatever category. Now electronics is more competitive, and musical instruments is slightly more niched. You can choose either or. Let's choose musical instruments. So we got musical instruments, stage and studio, microphone, and accessories, then wireless and microphone systems. See if I can remember that. So classification, let's go to musical instruments, stage and studio, and then what did we say? Microphones and accessories. And then did we say microphones and systems or microphone accessories? I think microphones and systems, wireless microphone systems. I forgot already, so let's go back. Not that guy. It was this guy right here. Not that guy. Okay, so microphones and accessories, and then wireless microphones and systems. So microphones, accessories, and then wireless microphones, systems. I don't see that. So other microphone accessories, cables, bag, clips, stands, microphone accessories, instruments, condensers, dynamic microphones. So, other microphones and accessories. Wireless microphones and systems, condenser microphones, then microphones and accessories, wireless microphones and systems. Why am I not seeing that? See, it's not even easy to find it now, so let's just put it wireless microphones and systems. What? Microphones and accessories. Alright, we'll put it right there for now. 5 minutes just to figure that out. So instantly, once you've classified it, it brings you up to this screen, and this screen is your simple creation. And by simple creation, we want to initially just keep it simple. So going back to what you need to go to a barcode store. I'll throw a link in the description. The one I use to buy my codes from, it's like cheap. Actually, probably if I type it in, cheap-upc-barcode.com. There you go. So here you can buy 10 of them for $20. They're $1.99 each. Or you can buy one for $5 US. I would recommend just buy 20 because you're obviously going to launch more than one product. But you need a barcode, and you need a special kind of barcode. You cannot use these free ones. They're usually just used by 1,000 different people, and Amazon won't allow that. They have to be specifically a GS1 barcode, which these are. So here you can go buy now and fill out your information. They're then going to email you a list of all the files, 10 files, with multiple versions of the barcode, and they're going to send you an email with an actual authentication certificate. But it's a GS1 barcode, and that's what you need. Fill out your details and your email address and your information, and order that up. So once you have your barcodes, now when you get those files, you can store them in your computer. Once you use one, what I recommend is relabel it, like it'll give you 70555, whatever the number is, and then just relabel the file with the name of your product or product number 1 if you want to disguise the name of your product so it's not kind of out there, so that it's not reused. You don't want to reuse your barcodes over again. So make sure you do that. Now, once you have your barcode, you're ready to create your listing. So your barcode number is going to go in here. You're then going to select UPC barcode. You got to fill out all the ones with asterisks. You're going to give your product a name. Just give it a simple name for now. Lapel microphone by your brand. I'll just put Fabian for now. Whatever your brand name is there, you're going to repeat it here. Okay, and then so your brand again is your product brand, like Nike. Your manufacturer, I usually put as my storefront. So AIM Living. Okay, so whatever your storefront you call, put that as your manufacturer. You could, in essence, put your brand name as your manufacturer too. Some people do that as well. You can change this information later on. You can do either or, but if you want, this will show up on your listing as well. It depends on what you want to advertise the most personally. So I just put the brand name. The brand names may change, so obviously that you'll want to be slightly different, specific to the product, and what you actually are private labeling on your product. And then your manufacturer can be, like I said, your store or whatever. Okay, so once you've had those 3 filled out, next thing you're going to do is you're going to go over to offer. Variations is mainly for clothing, shoes, things with different colors, things with different capacities. So if you have a product and the only difference with the product is it comes in extra large and small, medium, you can create variations for that product. For every variation you create, you require a barcode for each and every individual one. Okay, so that's where, if you're doing clothing, you can get into where you need hundreds of barcodes. If you have multiple sizes, multiple colors, you build a category long and wide. We don't need to worry about that. So now we go to offer. You can skip this. You can actually click and skip this and come back to it later. Seller SKU you don't need. Condition of the unit you need to put as new. And then your offer, what do you want to sell it for, Fabian? Just like as far as your offer for now, you can just put like $49.99 just to create a listing. You can always come back and adjust that. Okay, so now you're done. You don't need anything else. Why this yield sign or whatever is here is because I didn't use one of my UPCs. But once you put in your UPC, that will go away. All that information, this information. Hit save and finish, and now this listing should populate to your inventory. Okay, from there, what you need to do is go and create and optimize all the different categories inside your listing. I'll give you a quick view of that. Hit the advanced view, and it's got all these different things here. I'll talk about this in the next video, but we're going to now learn how to optimize your title. We're going to learn to optimize your key product features or your bullet points, or another name is your selling points. Your product description, we're going to learn to optimize that. It takes a small basic HTML. And then we're going to talk about your keywords and your search terms, this particular one right here, and what goes into building that. And then we'll talk about more details as well and what goes into building that. All right, Fabian, I will see you in the next video.